Hi, this is Arabella Gordon, and today we're going to talk about Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way. We just finished going through it at Bethel Music, and our assignment is to make a video on finding our voice as an artist. All right, so from the book, I have 3 takeaways that I will implement for the rest of my life as I go forth. Number 1, we have to decide that God is for us. So if we do not decide from the onset that God is for us, if we believe that God is against us, we are going to have a very, very different experience. So Julia talks about a certain person that decided to pursue a career as an actor. And so she soon found herself working in a diner slinging hash. So depending on what she believed about God, what her definition of God was, and what his opinion of her was, whether he was for her or against her, she would have 2 different experiences. If she thought God were against her, she would think, here's God punishing me because I've left my responsible life and I'm pursuing something frivolous. So now I've got this crappy job because God is punishing me. But if she believed that God were for her, she would view things totally differently. So she would think, oh, God is supporting me. He gave me this job where I can be completely free to go on casting calls and auditions. This might be a humble beginning, but this is God's way of making sure I can pay my bills. He's taking care of me. He's supporting me. He is for me. So we must use this as a starting point. We have to determine if God is for us or against us. And if we know that he's a creative being, he wants us to follow in his image, then we have to believe that God is for us and he is supporting us. All right, number 2. So God is supporting us, but we have to feed this inner child. There is this person on the inside that we can call an artist child. And this child may have been neglected for a long time. So around the age of 5, when we start school, we stop being able to live in our alpha state where we're naturally creative, highly creative, looking for solutions, don't really know what impossible is, and it's schooled right out of us. So we have to go back and find that child, revive that child, and feed that child and nourish that child and tell this child that it's okay. This child is probably angry, again, neglected, has been told it was wrong, judged, criticized, shoved down, and beaten down. And hidden away in an attic for a long time. So we have to find this child and feed it. And Julia gives us many ways to recover this child and nourish the child. But that is something that we as artists must do as an ongoing practice. All right, number 3. We have to be willing to take the steps. And whether it's a small step or a big leap, we have to walk through the doors that open for us. Okay, so here are some statements. I paraphrase, but these are pretty much from the book. All right, first choose what you would do, and the how usually falls into place of itself. 1,000 unseen helping hands. That's what we call a lucky break or synchronicity. Get willing to follow your dreams and walk into the doors that open, and a second mysterious door will swing open. The universe is prodigal in its support, but we sometimes are miserly in what we accept. So we have to trust that as we bravely pursue this lifestyle as an artist, that the universe, or as she calls it, or God is for us and he's on our side. And we have to trust that the doors will open, even though we can't see them open miles and miles ahead. We can't see the path ahead, but we have to walk through the door that is open, trusting that the next will be there for us to catch us. All right, so step number 4 would be a repeat of 1, 2, and 3, because the artist path isn't a one and done. It's check, it's over, game over. We have to continually redefine our understanding of who God is, because he's so unsearchable and big that as we see him the way he is, he's going to get bigger and bigger. And we have to recalibrate our dreams to be the size of the God that we are growing to know. And so we must constantly repeat step 1. We have to always feed the artist child. That child will get hungry, will get depleted. We can never stop feeding it. So repeat. Step 3, there will always be the next, the new, the next scary thing, the next unknown, the next frog to eat. So we will always have to be ready to walk through the next door that opened for us. And that is just the journey. It's something that doesn't end or stop. It's just our journey. And we have to embrace it, knowing that God is for us. And this is how we're wired, and this is what we're made to do. Okay, so it would not be a complete review if I did not include this, that I came to Bethel with a lot of dreams and hopes and disappointments too. And I feel like the Lord is saying, it's okay that these disappointments, the shame, the things that didn't work out, the failures, the outright rejections, the small successes that deceived me into thinking I was going somewhere that maybe didn't work out, all these things, that it's okay, that it's just part of the lifestyle. Welcome to the club. It's not specific to you. The universe or God isn't against me. I'm not a failure. It's just part of the process, and it's okay. So I come to Bethel, and I'm here, and I'm right in the middle of my 12 months, and my heart is full of hope, knowing that I can confidently live out my life as a songwriter and as a giver to the church, and a producer of music, and an author, and that I'm a creative being, and I will live the process just like everyone else in the club, and it's okay. However it looks on a certain day, it's okay. It's just part of the process. So when I first started writing, first 8 years of my life, I wrote over 900 songs. And when I started Bethel, I pulled out maybe 150 songs that I knew were really, really good. And maybe 85 songs, they were pretty golden. And maybe 25 songs that when I look at the lyrics, I am shocked at how close they are to things that Bill Johnson preaches. I would hear a message by him and I would go, oh my gosh, I've got a song that I'm singing about exactly what he's saying. And so I have to believe that this door opened for me in response to taking the steps that I took. So I stand right here grateful and thankful for Bethel and for the Lord, and for the artist child in me that didn't quit on the grown-up me. So all right, this is Arabella Gordon. I'll see you guys next time. I don't mean to be crying. This is awesome.